wanted to do a review of this really awesome book called The Art of Victory, Strategies for Personal Success and Global Surviving in a Changing World, and this is by Gregory Copley. And it's really a fascinating overview. It's just taking a historical approach and looking at the world through a 21st century, early 21st century perspective. And what the author, one of the many things in this book, I've yet to finish reading it. However, I was on disc 4 or 5, and he was addressing the issue of terrorism. And he's like, terrorism isn't a dirty word. It's a tactic. It's a military tactic that that a smaller power uses over a bigger power, and or even a bigger power can use it, of course, as well. But traditionally, it's a smaller power using it over a bigger power. And what I think is also very interesting is he says that terrorism is a tactic in deception, and the point of it is to give an illusion that that a people is under constant attack. And I think that is just really a brilliant and illuminating point, is that it's just like an abusive husband or an abusive boss, or just abusive something. That the human psyche tends to kind of tolerate and adapt, and then live in fear and dysfunction in those kind of situations, rather than maybe face the fear head on with a sustained assault for years or something like that. So I think this is a really interesting and critical point for any American or anybody in the world who's afraid of terrorism. It's important that he's saying that the reaction to terrorism is also a critical, it's like it takes two to tango. And so if if you fail to react to terrorism in an appropriate fashion, you give it validation, and yet you have to negotiate in an appropriate way. Like you have to, and I still don't completely understand all that aspect. Anyways, my essential point in making this video is for people who tend to buy into the whole fear-mongering, that understand that terrorism is this illusion. It's a tactic to deceive one into believing that they're under sustained attack, and they're creating this illusion because the group doesn't have the power or the resources, the people, to do a sustained attack. So they use a psychological device as psychological device of terrorism. So I just think that's really a fascinating thing, and hopefully you enjoy it as well, or you get something out of it. Thanks for watching.